Mr. President, I and you, I'm talking to you now, Senator Ahmed Bola Tinubu, I and you, we occupy Lagos, occupy Nigeria. We follow the protest together. Now you don't climb. Because you dey chop, you know they talk again. You are observing table manners. They say person where they chop, you know they talk. We understand all of una. Presumed innocence. Where they claim activists. Now una don't enter there. You know they talk again. You are saying Sowere call you criminal. Not be me and you carry Jonathan coffin for Lagos. You don't see him. Is there any name we no call Jonathan? No. Jonathan get us arrested. No. This particular issue, then judiciary. I don't know what they do for that National Industrial Court. Because even that we have a functional judiciary, we shouldn't be talking about this thing. We file an action there, you dismiss it on a technicality. We cannot continue like this, just like what you said. Everybody should, all hands must be on deck. Let's correct this impression, because I know that some people will now go and, my name is Maxwell, I'm part of the legal team.
No, go back in.
Let's put the record straight. I know that small time some people will now write that Sowere is running away from being arraigned. No, the law is clear. The law says that for you to arraign somebody, the person, you must serve the person with the charge or charges, and the person has 3 days. That is abject. Then on the Constitution section, that is an adequate time and facility for him to put himself to order. That one is on that. Then secondly, and we also want to advise Mr. President, you can't continue like this, because you have arraigned preferred charges against Sowere simply because he called you name. You, Mr. President, have you forgotten I and you called Jonathan name during the time of Occupy Nigeria? They are in Lagos. We carried Jonathan coffin, and Jonathan never arrested any of us. Jonathan never preferred charge against any of us. Why should your own be different? I'm highly disappointed. I don't know those who are advising you. Please, as a matter of urgency, discontinue this charge and face what is facing you. This is a distraction, and you cannot distract us. We are following you. We must criticize you. Go to the villages and see how people are mocking you. The other disaster that died, that called himself president, he died and Nigerians were jubilating. I'm talking about President Muhammad Buhari. Nigerians were jubilating. What shall you be remembered for? That you asked DPP to come and prosecute a funny charge against Sowere. Mr. President, why didn't you go for civil litigation? Why didn't you file action for defamation and claim millions? Is Sowere under civil immunity? So the point you are making is that please terminate, withdraw these charges and concentrate in moving.
I just want to correct one quick thing. You say you are following him. I'm not following Tinubu, please.
I say I'm following his
yes.
policies.
I'm not following his policies. I don't follow his footsteps.
No, not his footsteps. Not his footsteps. I said we are following him. Whatever thing where he got it wrong. If you go outside and lie, we'll challenge it.
Yeah. But the other part is that 2 things. If this charge proceeds after arraignment, the president must be willing to come as my witness. Yes, I'm not going to use God as my witness. I want to use him as my witness, that my statements are correct. Even if you go the civil route, truth is a justification. I will justify everything I've said about anybody who is in position of authority in Nigeria. I've been around long enough to be able to say this confidently. So guys, thank you so much. We still have 2 other pending cases.
For your information, you see, we continue to plead with judiciary. Please, if you watch the people that have been talking, trying to criticize the government, they have shut them down because of one thing or the other. So they have looked for a way to shut Senior Comrade Sowere down. They cannot. So they decided to come to judiciary. Please, we are begging the judiciary. Don't allow yourself to be used as an instrument to clamp people down. We can't continue like this. There is no country that will develop where everybody is keeping quiet.
Wow, we cannot continue.
Yes, because now that Sowere is the only voice now shouting, so we need to encourage him. If you feel that you are Sowere has defended your character, file civil action. Stop using my money. Last week I told you, last month I paid over 300,000, over 800,000 for tax. And you cannot be using my tax taxpayers' money and be prosecuting, chasing shadows.
Did you pay to the FCT?
Yes.
That's what they're using to buy alcohol now.
Yes. Now, you see what is happening in Kaduna, Zamfara. We have a lot of issues there. I can tell you the terrorists that have been prosecuted here, junior officers, sometimes they give coppers fire, but when it has to do with Sowere, they ask DPP to come. What are you trying to achieve? So that you want to clap, so that nobody will speak again. This is just the genesis. Just like I said the other day, Sowere has produced a lot of juniors who can even do the work more than him. So trying to shut him down, you are just wasting your time. That is our own decision. Then what happened in court today? They were not prepared.
They can never agree.
Ordinarily, Senior Commissioner Sowere is not supposed to be here because he has not been served. But he had it and came to court and they served him. And they has 3 days to respond. So the adjournment is at their own instance, not us. So you need to capture that very, very well. Thank you very much.
And just to add briefly, the lead clause of this charge remains and will permanently remain whether the president lied in faraway Brazil that there is no longer corruption. It will remain the nucleus of this matter until that is determined. And you know the answer. Do we still have corruption in this country?
Oh, yes. Increase.
It is a matter of common knowledge that the court should take judicial notice of. You do not need to lead an evidence to show that there is still corruption in Nigeria. So you embarrass the country by going to say far away in Brazil that there is no longer corruption in Nigeria, when in fact the corruption has skyrocketed. Yes. We are still demanding for an apology from him. He should apologize and rather put up steps to curb the corruption in this country. The corruption is alarming.
Too much.
And we want it to be brought to an abrupt end. What he is doing in this court is reinforcing the corruption.
Yeah.
By prosecuting somebody who said you have lied, when you actually lied.
Yeah.
Did he not lie?
He lied.
He lied. And this lie, because he's a president, ordinarily, a lie may not constitute a crime. But because he's a president who is under oath, he took an oath to always protect this country.
I want to also add that if, I don't know if it applies in Nigeria to Nigerian lawyers, but in the US, perjury is not only when you lie on oath.
It is
if you
under
lie,
section 158 subsection 2 of the Penal Code.
If you lie in
you
front
don't have
of
to lie on oath
a federal government official in the US,
it is a crime.
Police, army, they are asking you a question that they are present where you are lying, and you have an official duty, that's also perjury. And I'm sure in that room in Brazil, there are a lot of Nigerian public officials, NIA, police, customs, civil defense, Boy Scout, and Man of War. They are all there. So that kind of lie too is a crime.
Yes, it is punishable. It is in our law.
So,
section 158, subsection 2 of the Penal Code. It doesn't have to be before the judge.
yes.
Because the people whom you are hurting by lying against is even greater. The people, we as the people, we are greater than the judge. We are greater than any other institution. So you have lied and you have committed an offense. So someone who has committed an offense, what is the big deal calling a criminal? Tell me. It is a matter of choice. Someone told me that you have to be convicted before you are called a criminal.
No,
I beg to disagree. Using the word or calling somebody a criminal is a matter of terminology and use of language.
Truthful language.
It is a matter of choice of language. If you have committed an offense and someone is convinced that you have committed an offense, the person can describe you as a criminal. And until you clear yourself, you have no justification, whether legal or moral, to go after that person.